If you are listening to this right now, I want to tell you a secret that your own mind has been keeping from you. Ready? You've been operating with a lie, a beautiful yet exhausting lie that says, if I just work harder, if I just stay quiet, if I just pretend, I can outrun the pain. Take a deep breath with me, a slow one, like you're finally allowing yourself to arrive. Because I want to remind you of something foundational, something simple, but easily forgotten. Your subconscious mind is still listening, even now. And what is it listening to? It's not just listening to the affirmations you say out loud. It's listening to the things you don't say. It hears you when you whisper, "I'm fine," while your chest feels tight and heavy with unexpressed grief. It records the moment you choose to keep quiet because you desperately don't want to be a burden on anyone else. It logs every time you paste on a smile and pretend you're okay, so the people you love won't worry about you. Think of your subconscious like a relentless, diligent personal assistant. It doesn't judge, it doesn't analyze, it simply records and executes. It records every emotion you swallow, every critical sentence you repeat on an endless loop in your head, and every limiting label you allow yourself to believe about your worth. And the truth that gets us all tangled up is that most of us were never given the manual for gentle self-talk. We were taught how to survive, how to keep going, how to be resilient, and how to be strong. We were given the armor, but not the soothing balm. But strength without softness isn't real power. It's a form of perpetual tension. It hardens your spirit. It creates a painful, unnecessary disconnect between the person you show the world and the beating, fragile heart underneath. This is the point where we change the narrative. Your subconscious is not some malevolent force or some spiritual enemy you need to fight. It is simply and beautifully responding to the instructions you have rehearsed over time. It's following the oldest script you gave it. If the internal story, repeated every day in subtle ways, has been, "I am not smart enough to succeed," or "I am too much for people to handle," or the most painful one, "I don't truly deserve pure, unconditional love," then your life begins to subtly but surely shape itself around those deeply held core beliefs. Your entire system, your body, your nervous system, your decisions, starts arranging itself to prove that old story true simply because it thinks that's what you want. It's giving you what you told it to give you. But here's the breathtakingly simple truth that unlocks everything. Just like a story can be learned, a story can be profoundly, beautifully unlearned. You hold the power to give your mind completely new, healing instructions. You can teach your nervous system what true, secure safety feels like. You can absolutely learn to speak to the person inside your mind with more profound compassion than you've ever offered a stranger. And here is the relief. You don't have to do it loudly. You don't need a massive, aggressive overhaul. Healing doesn't scream and demand attention. It whispers, like a quiet rain after a long drought. Let's ground this feeling right now. Gently, without force, place one hand on your chest, right over your heart. Feel that steady, persistent rhythm? That is not just a muscle working. That is the physical manifestation of your body saying to your soul, every single second of every day, "I have not given up on you." It's the ultimate evidence of your resilience. So, borrow that softness. And say this not as a cheap mantra you try to force yourself to believe, but as a truth being remembered and integrated into your system. Say it with that hand on your chest. I am learning to speak to myself with kindness. I am allowed to grow and change at my own pace. I am safe enough to heal from the past. I am safe to become the truest version of myself. And if no one told you this today, then hear it now, clearly, without conditions. Your healing is incredibly real. The pain and the breakthroughs, the steps forward, and the inevitable steps back, your entire winding journey. It is valid. And it is absolutely time to give yourself permission to be soft again. This is what we do together here. We learn how to build a secure, loving space inside ourselves, a place where we can finally return to. We learn how to actually sit with our overwhelming or difficult emotions without the need to immediately run, escape, or numb them. We learn how to come home to our own mind, making it a peaceful, welcoming residence, not a frantic battlefield. This space, this quiet voice, this very moment you are experiencing right now is part of that profound return. It is the evidence that a new script is being written. So if this resonated with you, if you felt a tiny yet significant shift inside your heart, if something in your spirit softened just a bit, then please stay here. This is Cypress Speaks, the healing mind, a sanctuary where we learn to understand ourselves, not through lectures or demands, but one gentle, transformative conversation at a time. You are not alone in this journey. You are not broken. You're simply